My friends, I have a Nintendo Wii collection. I know, shocking stuff, but today we run through every single Wii game that I personally own, talk about it, tell you why I bought them, show you what I got, what the motives were, have I played it, what do I think of all these games. It's gonna be something. I probably have, 30, 40 games here, and some of them are my favorite games of all time. Some of them are a little questionable. I'm gonna dive into all of these games. It's going to be quite fun. Let me go ahead and start separating these. Now, while I separate these, so that I can start with the whole collection haul, there is a big disclaimer. Games such as New Super Mario Bros. Wii, the Kirby games, Smash Bros., maybe Wii Sports are not going to be included in this collection because those are games that my family owned as a whole. So I played those games, but I don't personally own them. My dad bought them for our family, they're for our family. So I do not have them here. But rest assured, I have played those games. I do not have them with me though. But Smash Bros, Mario, what's some other, like Mario Kart Wii, all those bangers I've played but are not here with me today. However, we do start with our first game, and that is Animal Crossing City Folk. Let me zoom out on our camera here. We just did our DS collection, so that's why the camera was so zoomed in. Animal Crossing City Folk. What a game to begin with, because this is my favorite, tied for number one favorite Wii game of all time. Tied for first. It's tied for first with another game in this collection, but Animal Crossing City Folk was my favorite Wii game of all time for a long time until something else has tied it. But this game, if you guys know me at all, you might know that I love Animal Crossing to death. Animal Crossing is my favorite franchise, so when Animal Crossing comes to the Wii, how could I not be excited? Now, when Animal Crossing City Folk was released, my brother had bought it from GameStop and he played it back in the day, but I had no interest because it was, to me in my head, it was, oh, that's my brother's game that he likes to play. I never touched it. And then what happened was he must have sold it. So I had no idea that Animal Crossing even existed. When I got into Animal Crossing, I got into Animal Crossing New Leaf. That was my first Animal Crossing game back in 2013 or 14 or so. So that was when I was into Animal Crossing. I was not into Animal Crossing when this game came out, but I did go back and pick this up from a GameStop, I think. I think I peeled off the sticker, but I picked it up from GameStop for $30 or so, 6 years ago. And I think I picked it up because I wanted to get excited for Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I picked up this game for the Wii, and I was immediately in love. I could tell that it wasn't really like Animal Crossing New Leaf. There's a ton of different graphics changes and things like that, but I did enjoy it. And now that I have played more of City Folk, I can tell you more in depth about it. Well, listen, one of my favorite things about City Folk is the fact that KK Slider and Brewster perform in the museum, and the cafe is in the freaking museum. That's so cool to me. I love that. I wish KK Slider in New Horizons performed with Brewster, or not with Brewster, but in Brewster's coffee shop. That's one of the coolest things about Animal Crossing City Folk. The fact that KK Slider performs at the Roost in Brewster's coffee shop. Among other things, all the holidays are good. I like City Folk's Halloween event. That's very fun. Also, the festival event in City Folk is good. Soundtrack is good. Everything about City Folk is a masterpiece. And I won't tell you where I rank it in terms of all the Animal Crossing games because that's for a different video on this channel, but it'll eventually happen. City Folk is tied for first of my favorite Wii games of all time. Put it off to the side. This next game could also end up tying for first as one of my favorite Wii games. Dude, we're starting with the bangers here, guys. Oh, good. I dropped the game. Listen, another Code R, okay? This is, I think, the only Wii game that I have that is the European edition. Max, why is it the European copy? Because this game was never released in the US. My second favorite Nintendo Switch game of all time is another Code Recollection. And this is the original Another Code game. This is the second game in the series. So they made 2 Another Code games. There was one for the DS called Trace Memory. In the US, it was called that. And then they made this one, which was never released in North America. Then they took those 2 games, the DS and the Wii one, and remade them for Switch. So this is the original Another Code game. Now, I have never played this, okay? I never played this one. I have every intention to at some point, but I have not yet. The reason that I bought this is because I loved Another Code Recollection, the remake, so much. I was like, man, I want to know everything about this series. And you might think, Max, if you loved the remake, that's the best version of the game, why would you even buy the original? Well, first of all, I loved it so much. Second of all, when I talk to people or like read online who have played the remake of the game and Another Code R, they always tell me they changed the story in the remake quite a bit. They took a turn with some of those characters. So in the original, apparently the story is different. I want to go and experience what exactly was so different. So I have every intention to play this, but I bought it a few months ago, and ever since then I've been playing like new games, like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which is not a new game, but it was remade for Switch. I've been playing Luigi's Mansion 2. Also, not a new game, but was made for Switch. I've been playing Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble. I've been playing new games, so I want to play this. I actually bought it brand new and sealed from the UK, but yeah, just never actually played it. However, it's cool to see what the UK like manuals looked like back in the day. Oh, look at that, dude. This game's gonna be a freaking blast, I tell you that much. Also, I did buy this game from a seller on eBay. I think it was also sealed, and I don't know if he was trying to, if he was scamming me, or if, you know, the game just never came. I never got the game after like 2 months or so. Still haven't to this day. But he says he sent it out, and the game had no tracking with it. So I don't know if that was a scam job happening. I'm not sure if that was a scam, a real thing. I don't know. But I have the game now. That is all that matters. Our next game here is a bit of a questionable one. Not really, because Big Brain Academy is a banger. But like, Max, like, why do you own this? You know, like, just why? Well, I first got into Big Brain Academy, I think on the DS, but then I mostly like sold the game. I got into it on the Switch a lot. And then I saw this in the Wii aisle at a retro game store that I went to, and I was like, huh, it's like $8 or so there. I'm like, you know what? I'll buy it. Like, I liked it on the Switch, the Big Brain Academy Brain versus Brain game. Big Brain Academy Wii degree, it has Mii's in there. That looks like fun, you know? So I picked it up. I believe, yeah, it has no manual and the disc fell out, but Big Brain Academy is Big Brain Academy. If you've never played, it's essentially, you know, a brain game. Like, there's memory stuff in there. There's math, like, solve this math problem quick. Like, it's kind of brain stuff, which sounds boring to a lot of people, but in my opinion, I think it's pretty fun. I think it's fun, which it makes me sound like a nerd, but I think that there's something there, kind of thing, so, you know. Next game is also pretty weird, a Birthday Party Bash. Listen, I've memed this game tons of times. My family had it like when the Wii was in its prime. We sold it, and then I personally rebought it for myself here. It includes 12 free birthday invitations. I bought this game pre-owned, so I didn't get my birthday invitations. But this game, I remember, I know I played it. It just didn't run very well. It didn't run well at all. I didn't like the quality of the game. It was upsetting, it was disappointing, it was not what I wanted in Birthday Party Bash, but I do own the game, alas, and, you know, I've made it a big point to never sell games anymore, even if I hate them, And this game I will never sell, but it's a bad minigame collection. Let's get this party started. Shut up, it's not good. Don't buy Birthday Party Bash. Next, I'm gonna bring these two games in together. Build-A-Bear, Friendship Valley, and Build-A-Bear, A Friend for All Seasons. These games I was addicted to when I was 4 years old. And while I don't have much memory because I was only 4 or 5 years old, and you know, at that age, you can't really remember everything that happened in these games, I do know I was on these games like nobody else was. And there were mini games in them, and I think that was what had stuck out to me so much. The freaking mini games in them were like, I mean, it was like the best day ever when you were playing those mini games. Especially, this one rings a bell. This snowball one here. Oh my God, take me back to when Build-A-Bear, A Friend for All Seasons was in its prime. Please, somebody, Activision or the Game Factory, please make a new Build-A-Bear game, because I need one and I'm desperate. Listen, Build-A-Bear is still kicking to this day. If you made a Build-A-Bear game, I will buy 10 copies, okay? Someone do it. I think they have like a mobile game maybe, I don't know. Make a Switch game, please. Then we got Disney Epic Mickey. I had played this game when I was younger and I never actually beat it, so I sold it. That's how a lot of things happen. When I was a kid, if I couldn't beat something, I would sell it because there's no point in playing it anymore. I didn't beat the game, but I did rebuy it when they announced that Epic Mickey was going to be remastered for Switch. Now you might ask, Max, why would you buy it when it's going to be the exact same game on the Switch? To be honest, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. I just thought it would be a fun thing to own. Epic Mickey for the Wii. I bought it like the exact same day that they had announced Epic Mickey rebrushed for Switch. Listen, I don't have a good reason for you. I truthfully don't. I have no good reason why I bought this, but I did. So, I own Epic Mickey for Wii. If I want to play it before the Switch version comes out, I can, but there's no point. So, yeah, I just own it. I own it. That's what I do. I own it. Epic Mickey owner! Exclamation mark. Next game. Disney Think Fast. My family had this as a kid, or as kids. We sold it, I bought it back. Listen, as a family, we sell things, and as a Wii collector in myself, I ended up rebuying Disney Think Fast. Because this game, the Ultimate Trivia Showdown, I had fond memories of. About 2 years ago, back in 2022, I was like, man, I remember that game. I kind of want to buy it again. So I did buy it again. My only pet peeve here, though, guys, is if you can tell, you probably can't tell, but if you can tell here, the Disney Think Fast, like, white spine is darker than normal Wii spines. And that bothers me, dude. Why is that one just a tad bit darker? I'm not sure if that's just the case with my copy of Disney Think Fast or what it is. Well, guys, if you have this game, Disney Think Fast, let me know in the comments if the spine is darker than your other Wii games. Because for me, it is. Think you're fast? Think again. So what it is it'll ask you trivia questions and pretty much you gotta be quick. Think Fast, it's kind of in the name. It's Disney trivia up until 2007. So if you're into that, this could be your game. It's not very expensive, so look into it. Look into it. Next game here is Disney Universe. Now I know this was a nostalgic game for a lot of people who had a Wii or an Xbox 360 or a PS3, whatever you had back in the day. I know that this was nostalgic for a lot of people. I bought this at GameStop for $5 in what must have been like 2017 or so. And I never played it. I had bought like 4 Wii games at once. Some of which are in this collection as well. I had bought like, just a bunch of cheap games, and this was one of them. And I thought I would play it because, Disney Universe sounded so cool, but I just never got to it ever. Out of all these years, I never got to it. So unfortunate, but I know a lot of you watching this video have played this and say, Max, it's peak, it's so much fun. I'm sure it is, but young me never ever got to it. And it's a filthy game case. My God, what happened? I'm gonna clean it later. Jeez, that's filthy. Okay, whatever the heck. Jeez, okay. Our next game, Deal or No Deal. I explained this if you guys watched my DS collection video. I explained it in there. The Deal or No Deal games I had bought when I was in my Deal or No Deal phase. So back in like 2018 or so, when the show was still alive and going well and everything, I had really wanted to play Deal or No Deal on my DS, so I bought that. And then I think a few years ago, I ended up buying the Wii version of it. And so here it is, Deal or No Deal. It's not well made by any means. It's very poorly made. It's a cheap game. Let's put it that way. It's a very cheap made game. But Deal or No Deal is still a Wii game, and it still can serve you like a few, I don't know, maybe like an hour of fun at the most. Listen, game show Wii games, they're not the highest quality games, but they do serve you fun, and that's what Deal or No Deal, whether I like it or not, did to me. So, cool little pickup, but yes, very low quality game. Low quality. Next, Donkey Kong Country Returns. My family had as kids. We sold it and I rebought it. So, listen, I beat this game not on the Wii, but on the 3DS. Actually, did I? I might have got stuck. I've at the very least gotten very close to beating Donkey Kong Country Returns on the 3DS, but I do own it on the Wii because one, that was your big Donkey Kong game to buy on the Wii, so I did buy it on there because, you know, it was just the Donkey Kong game, and, you know, I wanted to play this game because I did like it on my 3DS. I liked it on there. I wanted to play it on the big screen because although this game came out before the 3DS version, I owned the 3DS version first, then went back and bought this. And it's peak. Country Returns, I can confirm, is peak. Some of the bosses are a little bit tricky, but it's a really good game. So gotta respect it. Gotta really respect it there, okay? Our next game is a weird one. So this is Don King Boxing. I am a boxing or a UFC fan at heart, so I wanted to get a boxing game for the Wii. However, this game's not bad and everything. It's cool. It uses the Wii Balance board. I don't know where the heck the disc went. I have no idea where the disc is. I have no idea. If you ask me right now, Max, find the Don King boxing disc, I don't know where it went. I have no idea where it is. I know I used it in my Wii, and then I guess before my eyes, it disappeared. Now, I will say, if my life depended on it, I think I would be able to find it in my living room, but I have never really searched hard. So, I don't know where it is, but I don't rule out the possibility of maybe finding it if I really tried to look for it. However, the game, it's a cheap boxing game, but it's not as bad as I thought it would actually be. So, for that reason, I can't hate it. It does say no manual included, so they gave me a bit of a heads up there. But I bought this, I think, during a winter sale at my local game store. I know that I talked about it in one of my podcast episodes. I was like, hey, here's some games that I bought from my local game store winter sale, and this was one of them, I think. So, cool beans. Don King Boxing, not great, but could have been worse. Could have been way worse. Another game that, when it was brought to Switch, could have been way worse was Endless Ocean. So this is the original Endless Ocean. I was never into Endless Ocean when it was in its prime, when it like just came out. I bought this along with Epic Mickey that same day that February Direct aired in 2024. Endless Ocean Luminous was announced, and also Epic Mickey Rebrushed was announced. I bought those two games on the same day to prepare for their new Switch games. So I had bought Endless Ocean to prepare for Endless Ocean Luminous. Honestly, not gonna lie, this game is kind of better than Endless Ocean Luminous in some ways, in some regards. However, it does run kind of questionable as well, so I can't fully say that. Endless Ocean, though, I think I remember it controlled a little bit weird. However, the Switch version does kind of, control, it's faithful, I would say, to the original Wii one in some aspects. There was a sequel to this game as well called Endless Ocean Blue World. I didn't own that. I have never owned that. I'm not sure if I ever will own that. But Endless Ocean, you're diving around, seeing fish and sea creatures and all the cool things in the ocean. And then, yeah, you kind of repeat what you're doing. That's Endless Ocean for you. So I do own it. I bought it at the Retro Game Store with Epic Mickey as well. Next game is one of my favorites, Family Feud 2012 edition. I bought in what must have been, I think it was that same time that I bought the Disney Universe game. I think it was that same trip. I bought Family Feud for $20. I had said that I bought a bunch of cheap games that day. I think this was the most expensive game that day. I love this game. This is probably the highest quality Wii game show game. It's not even like super high quality. It's still kind of jank, but it's still the highest quality Wii game show game, even though it's not high quality. It's Family Feud. It's kind of trivia. It's like name one of M Swizzle's most popular videos. Ding! And then you say one of his skits, or you answer questions and try to get the most popular answer. That's what Family Feud is. If you've never played it, it's fun. It's cheap on the Wii. I would recommend playing it for sure. This I bought at a game store. Cook or Be Cooked by Food Network. Something about this just looked like fun. It looked intriguing, and I thought I would play it. And guess what? Me and my mom actually used to play it a lot a few years ago. We would play this a decent amount, and we could never get to the next level until I realized in order to progress in the game, you have to play single player. You cannot progress multiplayer. So we would always play 2-player and be like, why can't we get the next level? You need to unlock it in single player. Why didn't they tell you that, Food Network? Come on, do better. But Cook or Be Cooked was a joy. I have not gone back to it in ever since we played like 2 years ago. So not a game that has me returning to it every so often, but honestly, it wasn't that bad of a game. It was actually decent quality. So Cook or Be Cooked, not too bad. Then a game that I never played, and I'm not even sure if we owned this as kids, Fortune Street. The only reason that I bought this was because it was super cheap on an eBay auction that was about to end. It was like $20, which for Fortune Street is a dang good price, $20. So I did buy it then. I was like, yes, because I was in that era, I was real big into just game collecting. So I was like, you know what? That's one that I want to play. Let's buy it. Never have played it, but I do feel good that I own the game because I will eventually play it. I just never have yet. So that's kind of the whole deal with Fortune Street. I do look forward to it though. Looks like a big party game, so that's nice. But I do want to remind you all once again, games like Mario Tennis, Mario Sports Mix are not in here once again because my family owns them and they're not in my personal me collection. All the games here, I personally own. So I have played all those games, but they are not here. Next, we have Go Vacation. This game is on Switch, and I actually bought it after the Switch version came out. So this is the worst Go Vacation. And you're probably asking me, Max, if you have the better version on Switch, why would you ever buy it on the Wii? And that's because I love the Switch version so much that I just felt like I wanted to own it on the Wii. I just felt like, it has balance board and stuff. I was like, I want to see what the game was actually like on the Wii. So that's kind of why I do own Go Vacation. It's a big resort full of mini games and sports and things like that. You can skate around, you can decorate your house. It's almost Animal Crossing like. Not really like Animal Crossing, but decorate your house, and then like there's tons of activities. You can really never run out of things to do and Go Vacation. It's so much fun. So I've dibbled and dabbled in the Wii version. However, I really have played a lot of these Switch versions. So Go Vacation, I did want to own. It was like 20 bucks. It wasn't like I spent, 60 on Go Vacation for the Wii. It wasn't too bad, so, Then we have Family Game Night 3. Yeah, this is a GameStop thing. I think this must have been that same trip where I bought Disney Universe and where I bought Family Feud. I think this was that same trip. Family Game Night. I thought that me and my family we're gonna have a family game night. Never happened. This is Family Game Night 3 though. They had made a few before, like 2 and 1 obviously. But I picked up 3 because I thought it would be the best one. By the way, I don't know how the heck you play Twister on the Wii. I've never tried it. So, someone let me know how the heck that works. Twister on the Wii? Okay. How does that work? Please let me know. Weird. Then I've got Lego Indiana Jones. I know I played this and I think beat it as a kid, but I don't remember it. I don't remember much. I know. Here's what I do remember. I remember me being young and like eating a bowl of chili while I was playing this game. I swear. It was a bowl of chili and I was eating while playing Indiana Jones. I know I got far and I think that I beat it. However, I just don't remember my time playing it, which sucks because I was 5 or 4 years old, so that sucks. I don't remember it, but I did play it. This is not the original, the copy that I had as a kid, but it's a rebought copy for like 10 bucks or so. Pretty good. All right. Our next game, never played but looked fun, is the London Taxi Rush Hour. I've heard of these games. I've heard of Rush Hour and stuff, and London Taxi sounded pretty cool. And I looked up gameplay, and it's not the highest quality game, but it didn't look too bad. But I have never found the day where I pop it in my Wii and hit start. Unfortunately, this was bought during my game collector phase, and in the game collector phase, you collect games and never ever touch them, and that's what happened here, so I can't make it up. That's what happened. London Taxi. Then I'm gonna bring in these two games together, M&M's Kart Racing and M&M's Beach Party. Listen guys, these games both suck. Let's call it how it is. These games suck. But they were like $3 each at a game store, and I was like, you know what, $6. Can we really go wrong? $6? Like, I'm gonna buy both of them. I'm gonna buy both and just see how bad they truly are. And yes, they're bad, but that's why I own them. M&M's Kart Racing, you should never own if you've played Mario Kart. M&M's Beach Party was actually the better one of the two, but still was kind of lackluster, and I do remember the controls were kind of whack. I bought these like both 2 years ago. Yeah, just a little bit whack in the approach for these two games. Not what you want to be playing if you're, an avid Wii player. The avid Wii player does not want to play those games. Yeah, okay, sorry. I was gonna bring in a different game, but I'm gonna do it in a second. All right, let's bring in these games together, these ones. Mario and Sonic at the London Olympics and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. These two games, am I missing? Oh, no, oh, here, let's bring in all three. All three here. I have all three Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. These were my favorites as a kid. I had rebought this one. Actually, I think they're all rebought, unfortunately. But these were my favorite games as a kid. I know I have memories with the Beijing one. I would play this game. I think I played it one time in the basement while my dad was down there like doing something. And I played it and I had some fun for like a few hours. Dude, it was so much fun. Mario and Sonic at the London. My dad took me to GameStop. And this one stood out to me because it had a yellow box. And I was like, not only because of the yellow box, but Mario and Sonic, my favorite characters. I want that one, Dad. When I was like 4 years old. And he said, all right, maybe. Long story short, we walked out of GameStop with Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. That's fun. I also have it on the 3DS, so cool beans. This one though, I know I had the Vancouver 2010 Winter Games, but I don't have any memories to go with it, unfortunately. I have this on the DS. I have more memories with the DS version of this game than the Wii version, so I don't really remember much of my time with it, but I do own it, so that's always a fun little time. Let's put it in alphabetical order, just because I'm gonna cry if I don't. I think that's alphabetical. Yep. Wait. At the London. Yeah, at the London goes first. Okay, there we go. Cool beans. Put those in the oh wait, hold on. It goes this way. Boom. Wait. How does this go? I don't know. How do I put it in alphabetical order? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? So I do have 2 honorable mentions. So that was pretty much the A letter games all the way down to the M letter games, and I still do have some M games here, some like Mario games, but these are 2 that did not fit into the stack. So the first game here, Link's Crossbow Training. I didn't put it in that stack of games because it makes no sense. It's not a real game box, it's a sleeve. It's a game sleeve. Link's Crossbow Training was a game that you would play with the Wii gun, the Wii Zapper, and you would shoot targets. Such a fun time, but if I'm being honest, it didn't really last a long time. It was a fun time, but not a long time. So that's what Link's Crossbow Training was, just a little Wii gun shooter game, very fun. And then I didn't put this game in there because I did not want it to get messed up. My sealed copy of Jerry Rice and Nidus's Dog Football. If you want to know how I got this game and how I got it signed, there's a video where I talk about it on my second channel. You can go and check that out. It's cool beans. Sorry, on this channel here, on this channel. This channel is my second channel to my main channel, so whether you knew that or not, it's the truth. Now, for our next stack of games here, we are about halfway done. What do we even have here? This stack of games will probably be quicker than the last stack because this stack is like a lot more like shovelware and bad games and stuff. This game is pretty good. We're starting with a bang here. Mario Strikers Charge. This game I bought actually recently. I was at a retro game store with no objective. I was just kind of looking around and cruising around, and I did end up seeing this game, and I was like, man, you know what? Let's buy it. And so I did buy it, and peak. I love it. I can see why people don't like Mario Strikers Battle League, because this game is peak. I'll tell you that much. Mario Strikers, it's your classic Mario Soccer. Not too much to say. It runs great. It's cool beans, and I wish I had played it back when it was real popular. But alas, I do own it, so that's always a good achievement. Then we've got this game, which owns a lot of my mental memories of when I was 4. Nickelodeon Fit. I got for Christmas, not sure what year, could have been 2010 or something. And I wanted this game so bad. I forget how I learned about it. Like, I don't think that there were any like commercials for it. I just wanted the game so bad. I'm not sure if I saw it at a store and then was like, I want that. I don't know what the heck happened, but I was so excited to open this on Christmas Day. You know, like when you're a kid and you're opening Christmas presents and you know, when you open a gift and you like it a lot, you keep opening more gifts because you're excited and it's Christmas Day. No. I got Nickelodeon Fit and I stopped everything. My world stopped and I ran down to my basement to go and play it immediately. Screw the family time, screw the rest of the gifts. Nickelodeon Fit was peak. It was the greatest game of all time without even playing it. I went downstairs and played it on the Wii. I didn't get very far because my sister came down and said, hey, come back upstairs. So I didn't play it until later that day. But I think when I did get to playing it, like for real, I played it for what must have been hours. Now, you can use the Wii balance board. My family never owned one, so I didn't get the full experience. Maybe I go back to it soon and play it because now I have a balance board, so Maybe someday in the future I'll go back and play it, but for now, Nickelodeon Fit. 30 games for kids to stay physically active. I know I remember part of this, and this was amazing. Then, dude, get Nickelodeon Fit. Like, I don't care if you're 40. Get it, man. Next, we have Pikmin 2. So, I have played Pikmin 1 and 2, both on the Wii. The reason why I only have Pikmin 2 with me, long story, but I made a YouTube short about it, if you can recall it here. So, I played Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Wii. I played both of my brother's copies of those games because he owns Pikmin 1 and 2. I never owned Pikmin 1 and 2. So I played his copies of the game. I played Pikmin 1, I gave it back to him. I played Pikmin 2, I thought I gave it back to him, never did. So then he texts me, hey, the Pikmin 2 disc is not in the Wii. And then I was like, uh-oh, I thought it was in there. Well, I'll buy you a new one. So he was only missing the disc. I give him the Pikmin 2 disc that I bought off of eBay, and I didn't just buy the disc only, I bought another box for Pikmin 2. So now, I just have an empty box of Pikmin 2! I gave him the disc in here, so if anybody wants to sell me Pikmin 2 disc only, I'll take it, bro, because I'm Pikmin 2 discless. Look at that. But I'm not really bothered about owning Pikmin 1 and 2 for the Wii because I already own them on Switch, and I'm aware that the Wii versions are better because they have like the Duracell battery and stuff. I'm sure that's great, but I own them for Switch now, Pikmin 1 and 2. That's good enough for me. I might maybe own it on the Wii at some point in the future, but I'm not like really dying to do so. So I own Pikmin 2 box only. If you want my thoughts on the game, amazing. Pikmin 2 might be either my third favorite or fourth favorite out of the 4 games. So, you know, I think that my Pikmin ranking would be Pikmin 4 is the best Pikmin game. Then Pikmin 1 because I loved the vibe of it. Then Pikmin 2 and 3, I don't know where I put those. Probably I go Pikmin 3 as my third favorite, then Pikmin 2 as my unfortunate least favorite. But when I say that Pikmin 2 is my least favorite Pikmin game, I'm not saying that it was bad. It was a phenomenal game, but I can't put it above the other Pikmin games. So by default, it's my quote-unquote least favorite. But it was a great game. I can't say it was bad. It just doesn't beat the other ones for me. So that's why. Next, we got Punch-Out for the Wii. I bought this also on a trip to GameStop back in 2021. I bought this then, and I played it that night with my friends on Discord. Not like with them, but like in a call, like, guys, I'm about to play Punch-Out. Oh my god, this is gonna be sick. And I played it, and it was fun. It was cool. I was in love, because at that time in my life, I was becoming like a fight fan, like a UFC fan, a boxing fan. Like I had talked about earlier, and I was like, man, Punch-Out, let's get into the series. I'm a fan now. So I played it, and I gotta say, it's probably my favorite Punch-Out game ever. Nintendo, you gotta bring this to Nintendo Switch. I don't care if they remaster this or if they make a brand new Punch-Out. Just give me Punch-Out on the Switch, please. You have to show these people who just got, you know, their first Nintendo console as the Switch, you have to show them what Punch-Out is all about. Bring Punch-Out to Switch in any form, please. I have a long form video. I have a long form video about this game, or about the series, on my main channel, MSwizzle. Go and check it out. It's great. Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party. I bought a few months ago, but never played it because I always wanted to own that game, but never played it. I was gonna play it on some Friday night, and I just never got to it. So I do have to play this, but it does look very fun. Looks like a little cool mini game collection, so I did buy this. I bought it because I loved Rayman Party of Legends on the Switch, so I was like, man, let's play the other Rabbids games. So I bought it, never played it. It was only like, what, $4? It was not much at all, like $7 or so. I don't know. I'm gonna bring these two games in together. Well, I really shouldn't because one is much better than the other. But Santa Claus is coming to town and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah, let's start with the Santa Claus game. This game, guys, you might think, oh, Max, you know, it's not a good game. It's a cheap-made game. It's not gonna be very good. This game, yeah, it was cheaply made. It's not a phenomenal game, but this game had some substance to it. It was good. It was level-based. There were actually some challenges, some little tricks and stuff. This game would get you a few hours into the holiday spirit. Like, bro, I'm going back to this game later in December of this year. I'm playing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, man. This is something right here. Now, I've never seen the actual movie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. I watched the actual movie last year, so pretty good. However, this game, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, is the worst Christmas game. I can't even say that for sure. The worst Christmas game that I played was Advent Calendar on Nintendo Switch. This game, though, is right behind it. This game sucks. It's a Christmas type game, and it's not very good at all. I do not like it, Sam I Am. Sam I Am does not like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Believe me on that. It's not a good game. I didn't like it. There you go. It's just, like, if you're wondering why, it's just like terrible mini games that make no sense. I think one of the games, you have to like throw stuff so that you motion with the Wii remote that you throw things, and there's no skill behind it. Normally, when you throw things in a Wii game, you have to like time it or something, time that throw. There's no timing this. You just spam the Wii remote in a throwing motion. It sucks. It's not good. There's no challenge there. Then, Six Flags Fun Park. I know I played this, and I didn't get far because it sucked as well. 40 thrilling games. Absolutely not. Not one of these games was thrilling in the slightest. I can't lie to you. There's a bonus inside Six Flags Theme Park Admission. For kids, it's a $30 value. I bought this game pre-owned for $5, so you can imagine the tickets are not in here, but the game is not good. Do not buy Six Flags Fun Park. It's actually Six Flags Boring Park. So I also bought this on the same trip where I bought Disney Universe, Family Feud, and whatever else the other game was. I bought this on a GameStop trip. Not fun. Then we got Sonic and the Secret Rings. I owned this game as a kid and I sold it because I was stuck. I think I was stuck on the tutorial, believe it or not. Something went wrong with this game to where I wasn't able to get past a very easy part. So that's why I never beat it, I guess, but I did rebuy it a few years ago. I rebought it like right at the beginning of my game collector phase, because when I first began really collecting games, my first objective before getting new games was to get games that I used to own once again. So this was one of them. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Yeah, never got far in, but hopefully one day I can. And then also Sonic Colors. If you want to know how I got this game, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I once needed a haircut when I was a kid, and I told this story on my podcast, the Mario Matter. I needed a haircut when I was a kid, and I didn't want to go. And my dad said, "Hey, if you go, I'll take you to GameStop after." And I don't know that this is the game that I got at GameStop, but I'm like 90% sure this was the game that I bought at that GameStop. I think it was. I'm like 90%. I think that's right. Okay. So, Sonic Colors. Let's talk. Favorite Sonic game of all time. Next. Listen, guys, The Dog Island. The Dog Island. The Dog Island. So, funny story. Do you want to know how I actually ended up buying this game? I posted a YouTube short on my main channel like years ago now, like 1 year ago or so. I don't even know, like a year ago. And there was some comment. Can I pull it up? Because shout out to this guy. I never made a short about the Dog Island, but there was some guy who was like, man, this reminds me of the Dog Island. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I must have actually talked about the Dog Island. Oh man. Oh, here you go. I can't show his name. I cannot show his username because he has a fat swear word in it. But he says, so I made a short called the best Wii games. This guy commented, my favorite games were stuff like the Dog Island. And then he also wrote on a different video, greatest memory for me is the game The Dog Island on the Wii. Nostalgic. And I saw those comments back then and I was like, man, that game looks kind of fun. I bought it. So shout out to that guy. I'm gonna heart his comments years later. I can't show it, by the way, because he has a fat swear word in there. But I just hearted both of his comments. So if you want to go and find his comments, it's on my short called The Best Wii Games from like 2022. It's a bad short, but if you want to search him out, you can. So the Dog Island. By the way, I have played it a bit. I can see why it was fun. Then we got The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Believe it or not, I don't care if it's a hot take. I don't care what anybody says. This is my favorite Zelda game of all time. I played it on the Switch first and then bought it on the Wii just to kind of be a collector because it also comes with a CD with all of the music and stuff. Not all of it, but you know, a lot of it. A lot of the good music from the game. And I bought this at a local game store. $25 or so not too shabby. You know, we ain't breaking the bank, not the bake. We ain't breaking the bank with this one here. I do love the game. Something about it just made it my favorite. However, I have to be careful if I ever do play the Wii one because there is that game-breaking glitch. If you go on your Wii Shop channel right now and you see the Zelda Skyward Sword save update channel, if you must know, there was a game-breaking glitch in this game, and there still is one. And there's a channel on the Wii Shop channel that helps you fix that data because it was a game-breaking glitch, pretty much. So that was upsetting. Then Zelda Twilight Princess, a game that I have began so many times but never actually followed through and beat the game because I just get sidetracked. I have to play at some point, but I do own it. The Nintendo Selects version. I believe I got gypped here. And, oh, no, there's a manual. I thought I went, you know, no manual here. Well, there is no manual. There's like these things, but like there's no Twilight Princess made manual. All right, well, I don't know. I might have got a bit scammed, but that is the Selects version, which I do like quite a bit. People don't like buying the Selects version, and I understand that, but like for me, I think it's cool because it shows how good of a game it is. I totally understand though, people not wanting to buy those games. I think it's cool, which is why I own several Selects games. Then we got a childhood favorite game, the Smurfs Dance Party. I know that whenever I would play this, my family tried to video me because I was like 4. I hated it, by the way, and I didn't like when people would watch me play. And the way that our old basement was structured was when you walk down the stairs, if you look left, because like if you look left over the ledge, you could see whoever was playing the Wii. And so my siblings would like try to like peek over the ledge and see me like doing the dances, and I hated it as a little 4-year-old kid. But now I don't care. Now, bro, I'll freaking stream this game. I'm kidding. I will not stream this game because if I did, I would get copyrighted. So for those looking forward to the Smurfs Dance Party stream, hope a bit more because it ain't gonna happen. 1, I wouldn't do it. 2, that's copyright. I can't play this game on YouTube. It's got a Katy Perry song in it. Man, I can't be doing that. But it's like a knockoff Just Dance, so Smurfs Dance Party, there you go. I'm gonna bring all three of these games in together. uDraw, uDraw Studio, Instant Artist, SpongeBob SquigglePants, and uDraw Studio. Now, if you have no idea what these games are, I don't have it with me, but there was a Wii accessory called the uDraw tablet, where you would put your Wii remote in this contraption thing, and you would draw on this like square, and whatever you draw would appear in the game. So it was like Wii Draw, essentially. It's like it was called uDraw, but it was pretty much Wii Draw, right? So that's what it was, and I guess there was a SpongeBob themed game. There was 2 mainline uDraw games. I know that I liked it as a kid, but I forget kind of how it all was. So I couldn't give you a full review, but I do know that like little old me, 4 years old, 5 years old, was loving me some uDraw. Now I have to worry if it's an alphabetical. Yeah, cool. I was wondering if it was in alphabetical order. Yes, it is. Cool beans. All right, nice. Then we got a few W games. Our last 6 games, start in a W. They don't end in one. Yeah, no. They do not end in W's. All right. We got Wario Land Shake It. Never played it, but I did buy it at a game store because I wanted to play it. Sorry, guys. Never beat it. Never really played it. Downfall of mine, I'm sure. But Shake It, I have it. Then we have the other game that is tied for first in my Wii collection is We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Now, I know what you're thinking, Max. It's a Christmas shovelware game. Why is this tied for your favorite Wii game of all time? It's something that I don't expect you to understand because it's such a bizarre thing to say that this game would be somebody's favorite Wii game. If you get in the game and you play it, you might understand. So, me as a person, I think Christmas is probably my favorite holiday. And it wasn't really that way for a while, but like now, I think I've kind of come to terms with it. I've come to terms that Christmas is my favorite holiday of all time, right? And so I bought this game because I was kind of into like buying Christmas games for the Wii and stuff. I bought this game in like 2017, and it's since become a complete ritual to play this game every single December. And it's not a bad Christmas game. If you play this game seriously, there's an advent calendar, deck the halls, present catch, I Spy pretty much, bowling, write a letter to Santa. There's like a sticker sheet. This game is so great. The soundtrack is even better. There's a cozy little fireplace. You can roast marshmallows. Guys, if you're at all into Christmas or you celebrate or anything, you would be a fool not to play this game. And I love it because it's been a ritual. This December, it'll be a 7-year ongoing ritual of playing We Wish You a Merry Christmas for Nintendo Wii. You have to play. And it's just brought so much charm to me. Is it by any means the best Wii game of all time? No, it is not the highest highest quality Wii game of all time. No, it's not. It's obviously not, right? But I feel it's what brings you the most charm. And this game right here brings the most charm to my life. But only in December, unfortunately. So, it's fun, but it's only a December thing. Then we have 4 Wii games here. So I am missing Wii Sports. My family did obviously own Wii Sports, but it's not here with me. Wii Fit Plus is a fun time. I don't really play it often. Fun fact, I actually played it the other day though, because I was making a skit about it for the main channel. And then I did actually end up playing it like for real. And I gotta say, my family never owned it when I was a kid, so I never really had my taste of Wii Fit Plus. It's nice. Like, I did some of the calorie burning activities, and I can see how it's enjoyable for somebody who, likes Wii and wants to be fit. Like, they should make something like this for Switch. Obviously, they have Ring Fit Adventure, but man, like, we need some of that simple stuff back. This game has Mii's, it's like simple like dancing stuff. We need some of this back. Once again, they obviously have like fitness boxing and Ring Fit Adventure. Those are their kind of workout games for Switch, but bring back something like make Switch fit. That'd be sick, dude. So make that. We have Wii Music. Not the most content-filled game, but a charming game. It's a charming little game at that. Once again, it's not like there's a whole lot to do in Wii Music. You can make a band, make some songs, but after about an hour, you might be a little bit bored with Wii Music. It is Wii Music though, so how can you hate it? It's just not the most fun that you can have on the Wii kind of thing. Second to last game, we got Wii Play, Wii Game Collection. This kind of also acts like a Wii tech demo, a tiny bit. There's ping pong, as you can see. There's like point the Wii remote at the screen and click things. There's pool. There's a whole lot of stuff in Wii Play. Just a really, really good mini game collection. Also, a game that should be here is Wii Party. Wii Party for the Wii. I mean, what else would it be for? Wii Party is so much fun. I don't have it here with me though, but that was a banger of a game. We got Wii Sports Resort as our final game. This is the only one that I really needed to buy for myself, because my family owns this game, but I needed to buy it for myself because it's such a phenomenal little collection of Wii Sports, man. You got archery, you got basketball, you got sword fighting, you got everything, dude. So much stuff, along with some of the original Wii Sports games. How can you go wrong? Cycling. Isn't there like the frisbee game or whatever? Dude, it's all in Wii Sports Resort. And I love, guys, I'm not sure if you know this YouTube channel. It's called President's Play, where it's like AI presidents playing Wii Sports Resort. Some of the funniest videos I've ever seen, dude. So that's kind of what made me pull the trigger on buying Wii Sports Resort. But yeah, once again, that is my Wii collection. Now, once again, there should be games like Wii Party should be in here. All the Kirby games should be in here. I don't have them with me, but rest assured, I have played them. I have played those games, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, those kinds of things. And if you want my take on any of those games, it's probably very good. Mario Kart Wii, Smash Bros. I love all those games. They just are not in the room with me. But my friends, that is it for my Wii collection. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, that's good to hear. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe or anything. I'd appreciate it. But if you did enjoy, that's cool. Let me know which Wii game is your favorite. Adios.